So it all began in the bustling royal city, where our intrepid heroes found themselves there for various reasons. They were not together, they were there each individually for their own reasons. Yet, set about in the city were the infamous Shadowfangs, a gang of ruthless outlaws, and one by one, our adventurers were arrested in a case of mistaken identity, arrested for their uncanny resemblance to these nefarious criminals. As fate would have it, Destiny had grander plans. Within the confines of their cold cell, the party began to know each other, at least briefly. Within hours, they were greeted by Galith Darkstar, the district warden of Royal City's Western District. Recognizing their innocence, or perhaps seeing potential, Galith made them an offer to retrieve a family heirloom, the Orb of Everlasting, from, of course, the Forsaken Caverns. And they would all receive 200 gold apiece and their freedom. They really seem to care more about that whole freedom thing. He also ominously assured them that if they ran or failed to complete the task, he would know. The next morning, our band of adventurers reunited and ventured forth. Asirius, the ever-mischievous rogue, couldn't resist the temptation of a pickpocketing attempt, however, did not go as he had planned. As they began navigating the worn dirt roads away from the city, Zyver found himself separated from the group, as he does frequently, and he came face to face with an owlbear. However, quick thinking and a display of his mystical abilities, he narrowly avoided what would most likely have been a disastrous confrontation. Their journey led them to a bridge, though worn and broken in places, seemed safe enough. However, the group spotted a lurking bugbear on the far side. Despite this, it was the only way across the ravine. So our heroes began their cautious crossing. But caution, as they say, has its rewards. For Grok, a menacing bugbear, sprang into action, launching a surprise attack on Lumidar. Amidst the chaos, Slick, another bugbear, seized the opportunity to swiftly incapacitate the trailing Zyver. A battle of wits and brawn ensued, testing our heroes' resolve. Zyver, Lumidar, and Asirius each fell to the relentless assault of Grok and Slick at different times in the fight. Yet the heroes rose in the face of adversity, and the tide of the battle shifted. Through their unwavering determination and surprising teamwork, the adventurers turned the tables on their adversaries, emerging victorious. They hauled Grok's soaked body from the water, while Slick's lifeless form remained unreachable on the shattered bridge. The party rifled through Grok's meager belongings. They uncovered a modest amount of loot and a cryptic map with a message on the reverse side that the group has been unable to translate. Continuing their northward trek, they journeyed until dusk, where they stumbled upon what seemed like a safe cave for the night's rest, only to find it occupied by two starving wolves. Lumidar attempts to befriend them with ale, but the canine duo mistook this for a trap and retreated to the back of the cave. However, Lumidar did not give up. Through an ingenious use of artificing, he made an object smell like a delicious meat, and he threw it far away. Diverting the wolf's attention, they sprinted after this, granting the party a somewhat peaceful night's rest. However, the night held secrets of its own, for during the second watch, Zyver's keen senses picked up the sound of approaching footsteps on the road. They did not, however, approach the party. They continued down the road. But 3 hours later, frantic running in the opposite direction could be heard. When the party was given this information the next morning, they realized that the footsteps must mean that Grok and Slick's comrades had found their fallen friends and undoubtedly went to deliver the grim news. With caution as their guide, our intrepid heroes pressed onward, only to be ambushed by the vengeful bugbear pack. Thrust into a battle of life and death, Zyver shrouded the bugbear group in a veil of darkness. This is where we ended our last session. So will the bugbears retreat back in the darkness? Will the party escape, or will the fight continue to go on? Only time will tell in this ever-folding Tale of Meridonia. You all, at this moment, you find yourself here in a fight with many a bugbear. Let me change our scene.
Many a bugbear. I don't remember any of that.
I remember the majority.
Oh, yeah.
You find yourself here with many a bugbear. And if you view the tactical map, you'll kind of see the situation as it is unfolding at this moment. The bugbear they have attacked you. You somewhat remember, or you would know at this moment that up on one of the tallest rocks there is a bugbear javelin in hand that seems to be calling the shots. And Zyver at this moment has basically encompassed all these bugbear in a massive orb of darkness, and you can hear the scuffling inside. You can hear the yelling. You can hear the booming voice from the top of the rock as he's calling out to the other bugbear to stay calm and push forward. With that, you all are all on the other side of the road, and though you hear the shuffling and the calls of what to do inside, you are left there. What would you like to do? Now, there is a initiative order. However, that has since ended in the last 8 weeks, and so we will go ahead and do another roll for initiative as soon as I figure out how to do this. How's it going, guys? Everyone who's joining us in chat, welcome in. We haven't played in about 8 weeks, and I have forgotten the system. All right, there we go.
While you figure that out, I'm going to throw that out.
Yo, Spurg with the lifetime VIP. Nice.
Ooh. Lifetime VIP.
There it is, man. Next comment should have you the nice VIP emblem. Front line and take them. Okay, now you all should have the option to roll your initiative. Ooh. Okay.
The scary thing is it said 33 for a second there just before it.
Did it? Was an impressive
sounds like
roll.
33, now it's 22.
And so this is, let me see. I haven't been on here in a while. Tactical settings? No. Okay. Yeah, there still does not seem, unfortunately, to be a way to put, a cone or a shape or anything on there. So I can't tell you where the darkness goes. Zyver, can you remind us how big the orb of darkness is?
It's a 15-foot sphere, and it's centered around these bottom 5.
Bottom 5, okay. So the center is here. So say the center is, I can't put a marker or anything. This is, the one that is moving right now, we'll say it's centered on him.
Yes, it's centered on that one.
Okay. Okay.
Can you upload
Okay. So
shapes and stuff?
at this point, I don't think you can.
Oh.
I know it's really. I really think the only thing that is missing from alchemy is the tactical side. Oh no. Okay. All right. So then the one up on the darkness, up on the cone, is not in the darkness at this point. He still stands there, javelin in hand. He sees his group, just swallowed up in this orb of darkness, and he looks at you all as you're kind of backing across, and he calls out with his javelin in hand, looking across at you. He calls out to his men, "Stay calm, push forward." And you can hear the shuffling sounds of movement, a lot of confusion, some falling, as you can tell, some shouting, some swearing, and that's where we're at right now. Once it comes to the top of initiative, it looks like Asirius is going to have that.
It's been so long.
It's been very long.
I think I had a plan a couple months ago.
A couple months ago. I understand.
I have a plan. I remember.
Luminar had a great plan, but his plan involved eating Asirius's tail.
I remember. That is the one thing I remember. Oh,
Well, we spent half an episode on it. How can you forget it?
It grows
Well,
back.
if we can try yours.
It grows back. Mine doesn't grow back.
You don't know.
It's not a lizard. It's a dragon.
we could just, if we ever need money, we could just skin Luminar for.
Scared for gems.
Different species.
All right.
Wait, so the guy with the spears at the top there?
Yes.
I think I'm going to throw a psychic blade at him, which has a range of 60 feet.
Okay.
So, we're rolling here. Where is it? So, there it is. I rolled a 14. Yep.
14 misses.
Oh, darn. Okay, well then I will, with my bonus action, I will throw another one that does a little less damage, but if it hits.
Okay.
Oh, well, I rolled an 11, so it didn't matter.
Yeah. So you now is there a visual to these psychic blades?
Basically they just like up here, they're like oh man, I couldn't believe we're forgetting what I even look like.
Yeah. You're
They're kind of shimmer the colors of my scales. The scales shimmer. But it's just energy that just flies through me.
Yeah.
It's like go out.
And so yeah, you let them both go zoom zoom, but with the distance that's between you and the elevation, you watch as one soars too high and one soars just a hair too low, and he watches they fly through him, and he calls out, raises his javelin up at you. That will go down to Bugbear 1. Which is this front one here. He is going to make a dex check with disadvantage to see how he does. Trying to get out of here. So from inside the darkness, you're all kind of standing there. You're throwing these psychic blasts. You guys just hear a boom, 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 and you see I don't. It's actually coming. It doesn't make it all the way out, but you hear like a javelin and a morning star clanging across the ground as he completely eats it. Doesn't move any distance at all. He nat one. So, all right. So that will bring us down into initiative to Bugbear 3. Another slight annoyance is my tokens are not numbered. So I've got to click through all of them until I find
which one's which.
And they all have the same picture too.
I know.
Could have gotten hands with different numbers. 3.
Wasn't it? I know. It would be nice if it did that. Hey guys, it was
1.
literally the last one. Okay, and so he is also going to try to move forward. And with that, you hear the and then you just hear the sound of footsteps. As he just rushes straight forward, uses his full movement and a dash action until you see him emerge right in front of you, Luminar. And he doesn't see you either, so he is just head down sprinting.
You just gotta clothesline him as he comes out.
Where's the darkness in?
Yeah, so if it started here, technically you guys are in it then. 15. No, he's at the edge until he runs into you. You, Luminar, are standing at the edge. The veil of darkness is right in front of you, and all of a sudden the bugbear's boom, right in your face. Now he used his dash action, so he can't do anything from there, but he's there. Bugbear 2, which one were you?
Hearing Gorilla scream as Luminar
Yeah.
startled.
And so Bugbear 2. So he, you guys, so Luminar, boom, this guy's right in your face, and then from just behind him, you hear another sound, sounds like it's gonna run, and then you hear another boom, boom, cling, and you hear one curse at another one, And it definitely sounds like that one just tripped over the other one that fell down. And you just hear
And as he moves, so would the darkness.
Okay, so the darkness is on him. So you see the darkness actually shift and move even further down the road. And so, yeah. Okay, it is quiet. So, okay. All right, so that will bring us over here to Harold.
Okay, so thinking, maybe we'll get out of this if we take out the leader. I'm going to fire a guiding bolt at the leader on the rock there.
Okay.
Net 1.
That misses, yeah. And so he's like, at this point, things are like flying around him, and he's just standing there like, rah! He feels like he's like invincible for a moment. Like, he's definitely not the main leader. The main leader just died, and so he feels like he's just the stuff right now, as no one can hit him.
And I don't have any bonus actions, so yep. Okay, well that was worth a shot. Okay. Is there a way to end my turn?
I don't know if you guys have that. I can do it though. So it is actually going to go to the leader, who you shot this herald at him, and he watched as it kind of flies by, and he is just immediately going to grab the other javelin off his back, and he has like 2 javelins in hand now, and he's going to throw just back and back. He's going to throw 2 javelins at Asirius.
Oh, of course he is.
You are bigger than Harold, and so you seem more intimidating than a bugbear.
So, did you roll already?
You just seem more intimidating to a bugbear, okay? Come on. I gotta see what his modifier is on a throw.
I really gotta stay away from bugbears with javelins.
Very true. Yeah, so that is going to be a 13 on the first javelin.
Nope.
And
just flex off my ski.
yeah, that's that's gonna be a 14. I'm assuming still in there.
Nope.
Yeah, so he throws right-handed and left-handed. I mean,
Ping, ping.
how ambidextrous he is. And so he is from here, seeing his javelins fly. He grabs the morning star off his hip, and he is going to jump down from here, which is about 12 feet up, and so he's able to make the jump pretty easily.
Hey, he no longer has advantage on him.
He is staying on the edge of this darkness. He's going to start kind of climbing up over this rock that's right here.
Is it 15 feet radius?
Yes.
Yes, it is a radius. So he's got to stay basically 3 squares away from the middle guy at all times. Yeah. So he has started kind of like running around this edge here. It's going to come to bugbear number 5.
Can you move closer?
Yes, he's coming. He's trying anyway. All right, bugbear number 5, as he's in the midst, like the darkness is like, the guy that the darkness is centered on is on the ground right next to him. And so he's like in the middle of it. But he does okay. So he actually makes it about 10 feet forward until he like stubs his toe really hard on this rock in front of him. And Luminar, from directly in front of you to the left, you hear another loud and you hear as he hits the rock with his morning star. Alright, it's gonna go to bugbear 4. Ooh, he actually does quite well. And so he's gonna come down. And at the end of his movement, he's going to run into Asirius. Sorry, buddy. And he is a bugbear, like a morning star. He runs in, you're there, and he just kind of panic swings with his morning star. And that's going to be a crit.
A hit. Barely.
I think I think a 24 probably does the trick. It's going to be 18 points of piercing damage as the morning star comes in. Like he runs out and like he almost like steps back a little bit as he swings up with it, and it catches you just across the chest and catches the side of your face too. It's a nasty hit.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
He does only have one attack. So. All right, Zyver, 'tis to you.
Zyver's going to back up 5 feet, and he is going to.
Zyver, I don't have that much map. Okay, go for it.
And then I'm actually going to blast the one in front of Sirius with Frostbite.
Okay.
And so he will need to make. Yeah. A Constitution save.
13. That would be a dirty 20.
Ooh. Let's see. Yeah, he takes nothing then.
Okay. All right, and yeah, you
Try.
shoot the frostbite as it just kind of sails high. You're like trying not to hit a Sirius with it, and you're trying to kind of hit him with it, and it just sails a little bit high as it passes over. All the while, you guys still hear the scuffle that's going on in the midst of the darkness, as the one that it's on is tripped over the other guy that fell down in the beginning. Is that the end of your turn, Zyver?
Yeah, that's all the damage I can do.
Okay. Luminar, it is to you.
All right. I've been reviewing my character sheet here to try and remember what it is that Luminar does. All right. So I guess first things first. Luminar is going to go ahead and basically booming blade / thunder gauntlet this dude right in front of him, because that's what he likes to do.
Absolutely.
So the attack is going to be a 21.
21 hits.
All right. So I hit him with the thunder gauntlet and the booming blade. So he's going to take 10 points of thunder damage.
10 points?
Yeah, so 10 points of thunder. And then I don't think booming blade actually does any damage.
I think it does
damage
to adjacent if anyone's next to him, right?
No, that's green. That's okay. Green flame blade.
Gotcha. It's just now if he moves, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So if he moves, he takes 1d8. Yeah. What level are we? We're only level 3, right?
Yeah, level 3.
Okay, so yeah, at level 5, he'll start to take more. He'll start to get more damage with that. So, so that guy's thunder gauntleted. So he takes that damage, 1d8 damage. He has disadvantage on attack rolls against anybody other than me.
Okay.
As he's magically distracted, and then as a bonus action, Luminar is going to use his what is it called? His defensive shield or whatever, defensive field, and so he's going to get 3 temporary hit points from that.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll just do that. Just stay there.
Okay. All right, so that it is now going to move on to Asirius, who just got seriously hit.
Okay. So, as a bonus action, I'm going to disengage,
Okay.
and then I'm going to back up to Zyber. And as I get here, I will, as I spin around, I'm going to fire off another psychic blade.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Roll to hit.
That's a crit. Not 20.
What? That'll hit.
That's a 26.
Nice. Do some damage.
So that's 10 total.
Okay. Okay. So as you fire this one off, this one, whereas the last one, sailed over the head of the other guy on the rock, this one immediately connects, tearing through like his upper left shoulder. Or it's psychic,
funny-
right? So maybe.
Yeah, it doesn't leave any marks, but
Yeah.
it does damage.
Never mind. You just see him react to the strike. He's still standing and looking at you even more angry now.
I just mock him. It's like, let's payback.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right. It is coming to. This bugbear right here in the middle, the one who initially fell and is caused catastrophe in the middle. He's going to try to stand back up and make some movement out of here, and he succeeds this time. And so you hear the and he throws some stuff and he pushes the other guy off and he stands and you just hear these footsteps. Now he doesn't have as much movement this time as he makes his way right here just to the edge of the darkness. Now this one back here is still the one it's centered on. And so get in here, dash action. As he kind of he's immediately just gonna run forward. Oh, hold on. I don't want to stack them because then I'll lose track. But he runs forward and into the one that's in front. Stop that. Stay there.
We have too many
It's like watching
bugbears.
it's like watching the cups. It's like, now which one's which?
Which one's which? Yeah, so he turns, he throws this one off and he just sprints forward, growling, and you see, Lumidar, you just see the one in front of you get knocked forward, into you, as he runs directly into him. That will be the end of his turn. Number 3, I think, is...
Just picturing Rudar just running him through as he falls into him.
Yeah. So Bugbear 3 is the one in front of you, Lumidar, and he is going to, taking that hit from you, he's now going to turn with his Morning Star and try to lay into you here. It's going to be a 16.
Miss.
Yeah. So he swings forward and you just raise your arm and it clangs off. That's the end of his turn. He has one attack. There's 2. Oh. Okay. Are those him? All right, I've gotten my numbers mixed up somehow. Probably because they're not numbered on the map. All right, we'll... Okay, it is this guy beside the rock. All right. And so this is the guy beside the rock who's ran, stubbed his toe, struck the rock down with his Morning Star. He's gonna step up off of it, and as he breaches the top, as he steps on top, he breaches the darkness, and you just see a head pop out from on top of this rock. And he looks down at you, Lumidar, and he's gonna jump off the rock with Morning Star in hand. He's gonna come down with 2 hands. It's gonna me in that one. And so as he jumps off the same rock that just broke his other toe, he catches the lip of the rock and he falls forward, and where he was, like, he looked like he was flying through the air for a second. You see his face panic as he realizes that he does not have his feet under him anymore, and he falls like down on his side, and he swings at your calf and he misses horribly, but he is down and he is prone.
Embarrassing.
And it will now come to Harold.
Okay, now I see a Sirius run past him. It's like, oh, geez, get back here. Cure wounds. Ooh, max that out. So that's 8 plus 6. You get 14 HP back.
Nice.
Wow, thanks.
And then I'm gonna turn around and kind of join the front line, kind of.
Okay.
Gotta keep the the squishy and the hurt guy protected.
Yeah. All right.
The little man is gonna keep the squishy and the hurt,
Yeah.
and the big strong lizard guy gonna keep them safe.
All right,
I might be
is it your
small,
turn?
but I'm nimble. Yep, that's my turn.
Okay. And so now it is the leader here, and he is relatively perceptive, and he sees Harold and what Harold does, and he watches as the wounds on Asirius heal up, and you hear him as he thunders out. They got a healer, boys. And he steps forward. Morning Star in
No, we
hand.
don't. No, we don't.
He runs forward, and he's going to take Morning Star in hand. He's going to take 2 big overhand swings at you, Harold. One is going to be a 12, and one's going to be a 21. I'm assuming the 12 doesn't hit.
Right.
That is going to be 13 points of piercing damage on that first swing. So he comes down with that first swing, and that one like thuds really hard on your shoulders. You kind of raise your arm to block it, and so he comes back with a second one. And during that second swing, you're able to kind of step back out of the way of it. So 13 piercings, what all he did there. Okay, now we're at Bugbear 5, which is this one back here. The one that the darkness is centered on. And so finally he gathers his feet and he turns and he gets his composure. You hear as he stands up and you hear the ruffle and he's like dusts some stuff off and he's like, "A healer, I'm coming." And he charges forward until he hits this rock. But
I was definitely waiting for him to run the wrong direction.
Yeah, no, he hears the direction that all the fighting and stuff's taken and so he runs forward, bangs into this rock, but immediately everyone outside, Lumidar, sorry buddy, but all these Bugbear and Lumidar are now shrouded in darkness again.
Righty.
And so you guys see this big orb of darkness rush forward. Lumidar is just completely consumed. Harold, it ends right in front of you. And so you see the darkness coming at you, and immediately it stops, like right at the tip of your nose. And then in the midst of the darkness, you hear another as another Bugbear strikes this rock in front of him. All right, now it will be this Bugbear over here that messed Asirius up so bad. And he is shrouded in darkness again, but fortunately he remembers the rock that was directly in front of him, and he's going to step forward kind of over the rock, and as he steps forward, he looks straight ahead and he sees absolutely nothing. And then he dips down and he sees a halfling in front of him, and so he's now going to swing with an overhand strike at Harold. He's going to miss. Put that he's going to miss miserably, but now, Harold, you have a Bugbear on each side of you kind of swinging down at you. With that, the turn will pass to Zyver.
And I chuckled nervously. I'm down here.
Just like right over your head.
So I'm gonna do so Zymer is. I would like to back up more, but I'm not going to.
You can. There's just rocks and forest behind you.
All right, I'll back up another 10 feet.
Okay.
And I'm gonna rinse and repeat. I'm gonna attempt to blast the one above the leader.
Okay. The leader.
With
All right.
frostbite.
Okay. 13 con.
Oh, 2 damage.
He's a 16 on the dice, so
Oh.
succeeds.
And I'm out of options, so.
Lumidar, you now find yourself consumed in the darkness. Now, I think this is Lumidar's first time. Now, I know it's not for you, Ian, but Lumidar has never been in the darkness before. And so, yeah, he watches this big veil of darkness rushes forth, and immediately he sees nothing. There's not a glint of light. He can hear the sounds in front of him. He can hear the bugbear that rushed and struck the rock off to his left. But you see absolutely nothing.
All right. Well, being able to see anything, Luminar's going to go ahead and, just kind of reach within himself and explode out with a thunder wave, I guess.
Okay.
So he will thunder wave. So was a 15-foot cube.
That sounds right.
Wait. All right, hold on one second. Okay, yeah. 15-foot cube emanating from him. Okay. So is that just every square that I'm touching, basically? Or does that hit Harold
also?
also?
The central part of it?
Yeah, so it emanates from me, 15-foot cube out.
Yep.
So it's just the squares directly around me, right?
Yeah, so it would, I think it would just be, it's a 15-foot cube. It should be just the squares directly around you.
Okay, so just those two guys that are touching me then.
Yes.
Stop touching me! Thunder wave explodes out, so they have to make con saves.
May you have better luck than me.
Yeah.
Is it 13 save?
Yeah, they gotta make a 12 save.
I got a 19 out of 13.
Okay, so they're gonna take 5 points of thunder damage. Okay. Both of them will. So it explodes out of him. He's kind of freaking out.
Right. Yeah, immediately just in darkness, and you just boom, and the thunder wave is relatively familiar. We've seen it on the bridge. It's quite destructive.
And they're not pushed anywhere because they both saved.
Okay. And so you can hear the boom as the jar, and you can hear the one go as it hits, and then directly in front of you hear and you feel a mist splatter onto your face, and you hear a body thud to the ground.
Ugh. Well, he's happy to hear that.
Okay.
I feel that. And so he's also going to, even though he can't see them, he saw the guy fall right next to him, and so as his bonus action, he's just gonna kind of make whatever the basic punch attack. Essentially, he's just gonna slam down with his. It's not really a thunder gauntlet. It's literally just gonna be just a blunt force attack, basically.
Yes, strike. Okay.
So let's see what the stuff is on that.
Just give me unarmed strike.
So unarmed strike, yeah, okay.
And,
It's with advantage though, right? Because he's.
But
He's prone, right?
So it's just gonna be a straight
Oh,
roll.
but
'Cause
it's
it
in
would be
darkness.
a disadvantage
Yeah,
because you
yeah,
can't
okay.
see. So it'd be a straight roll.
All right, 16. Do I get to add the? Do I add anything to it? I don't remember.
No. I think all he gets is your strength modifier.
Oh, my strength modifier. Okay, so 16 plus, so 420.
20 definitely hits.
And it'll just do. It just does straight 5 of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. And so yeah, you heard him like fall down, and you heard the as he got hit with the thunder, and then you just immediately just punch like right in what feels like the abdomen, but you hear as you strike.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stay there because I'm in the darkness, so can't see them, but they can't see me. So,
All right.
until Zyver, ends the
Drops
before-
it. It's like,
right
oh.
before their turn.
Lunar stand up.
Zyver just
Ah!
drops it. Like,
All right, it is to a Sirius.
Okay. So then I am going to flank the leader, which I believe gives me advantage on the attack.
From that
Correct.
position, it does, yes.
Sweet. So I get sneak attack. If I.
Yep.
So then I'm gonna, as I get there, basically gonna slide by on a form of blade. Just try to hit him with the second blade.
Okay. Roll to hit.
So yeah, I would roll that one twice, right?
Yes, you have
To
advantage.
hit.
Yeah. Is that you have advantage because you're flanking. And then I think as a
Yeah,
rogue you
okay.
get something special for
Yeah,
having.
sneak attack.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Sweet.
the
So
dirty
then we'll do that's 8 plus. Uh, 9. So 17.
17. So he's not dead. But what does this look like? What do you do?
So basically, as I'm going on, sliding by, just as blade forms out of my hand, and just like rip it across his abdomen.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So because it's like I'm not gonna leave my buddy Harold there to fend for himself.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And as you
And
rush
then-
up, you slice into him, and you hear the as he takes the cut, and he like glances around to see where the cut come from.
And then bonus action, I'm gonna basically line up with the other hand and just stab.
Okay. Roll.
19.
19 hits.
And that is another 6.
Nice. Okay. He's still standing, but he is definitely, from you can see, like he's bleeding. He's hurting.
Yeah. It's like that. That's what you get for picking on my friend.
Thanks for the backup.
All right. It goes back to Bugbear 1. Is this one in front of Harold now? So he is. Yeah. So he is in front of Harold. He sees a glimpse of a Sirius run back and attack his leader. He does recognize Sirius, and so he's like compelled here at this moment. He was told to attack the healer, and he sees a Sirius, but his orders have not changed. So he is going to stay on Harold here, and he's going to strike down with a Morning Star attack. That's going to be a 16.
Misses.
Misses. So as he swings over. He's just having a hard time getting this strike to land on this little guy. And so he misses yet again. You can kind of see the frustration welling up in him. Number 2's turn. Who's number 2 work for? The guy over there. And he still is like in the midst of darkness, so he's gonna rush forward toward Lumidar, and he is just gonna stomp all over his friend who's down there. But he rushes forward, runs into Lumidar, and he's gonna make a big Morningstar attack, of course with disadvantage. Pretty good rolls actually. But, it's gonna be a 17.
Miss.
This is yeah.
Yeah. And so he's stomping all over his friend who's down there, swings forward, and just here's the clank of armor as it bounces back off. It's going to move to Harold.
All right. And if there's a third ally in the space to the side, like there's me and the Sirius on opposite sides, but a third one would also get a flanking bonus, right?
You'd only get advantage on the leader because
Yeah,
he's
you
the
only
one
have it on the
actually
leader.
But yeah, on the leader.
You have advantage on the leader at this point.
Does a spiritual weapon get a bonus from that?
So typically
You have
the way that
spiritual
I do
weapon?
flanking though is that you have to be like in front and behind. Like if you're off to the side, that doesn't count as. Like right now, this bugbear doesn't get, or like this one that just attacked you, he doesn't get advantage because he's not directly in front of you. So your spiritual weapon, I mean, if it replaces you, then I guess in theory it would have advantage.
And if I put my spiritual weapon here,
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Actually, no, I would put it there.
Yeah, if you put it to the side, it would not have advantage.
Okay.
Like traditional rules, it
two of
would,
us
but
on
the
either
way
of
that I
us.
played it, it does
Okay.
not.
Gotcha. Well,
How close can you summon your spiritual weapon to you?
not
60
in the
feet.
same space, I'm pretty sure, but anywhere within 60 feet. Actually, can it be in the same space as me?
No.
No, I don't think it can share a space with you.
Okay.
Could be wrong, but I don't think so.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm going to.
I mean, I guess there's no reason you couldn't say it. It appears above you. I mean, you're super short. It could be like on like a spinning hat thing for you, but it's just like a spiritual.
Okay. Well, I'm seeing the leader in rough shape, and it's like, okay, maybe if I can handle this quickly, then I might be okay. I'm gonna go on the offense this turn. So I don't like to do this, and is there a way to put an icon for the spiritual weapon on? I'd put it on the space adjacent to both of.
I can pull something.
I'd put it in that space.
Here's what I want to know: how are we balls deep in this fight, and I'm just now finding out you have spiritual weapon? What are we doing?
It's what I happen to have prepared for. Oh wait, no, it's always prepared. Always prepared for a life cleric. Okay. For whatever reason.
Yeah, you always have it. Okay.
It's not as bad as that heat metal moment.
A heat metal moment?
In Crosshaven.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank.
It's okay.
So long ago.
I'm getting you a token. I have no idea if I can give you control of the token, but I'm putting it in.
I'm just happy somebody else is using damage-dealing spells.
And my other spell, like that's the only spell I have that can really do any damage, except for Guiding Bolt, I guess, but I'm too close for that.
But it's also the only spell you need to do damage. So.
Yeah, it gives me something to do in my bonus actions.
Exactly.
And I just really hope I don't go down this turn. Like, I could heal myself, but I can't do that and spiritual weapon.
Okay, the little tiny token, that is your spiritual weapon.
Oh. Damage negated is better than damage healed.
Tiny token where?
Should be right next to you. Just the little walls. It's a cat. It's a cat. A cat there.
Do the rest of you see a cat?
Yes, kitty corner to you.
It's tiny.
Okay, maybe I need to refresh, but it doesn't really matter if I see it or not. It's, you know, it's attacking anyway.
Okay.
So 22 to hit,
That does the trick.
and 7 damage to the leader.
Okay.
And assuming he hasn't gone down yet, I'll also hit him with my dagger. Or try to.
Okay. Yeah. As the spiritual weapon comes in, you can see the aggravation welling up in his eyes as he's just getting attacked from all directions at this point. Okay. Try to stop.
Yeah, 19 to hit with the dagger.
19 hits.
Leave us alone, please. 4 damage.
So apparently it's rock, paper, scissors, see who gets advantage from the stoppage scene.
See that?
Oh yeah, right, I get advantage. Just in case it's a crit.
Oh, true.
Rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock.
And it's
Did
still
you
standing
crit?
with its no.
Okay.
So with 4 extra damage, still standing.
Yep. So he's still standing. He's hurting. He's bleeding. He's kind of like wheezing. Still Morningstar in hand. He's like
Oh, no.
hunkered over, like really pretty close to you, Harold.
I know I can't do anything else but to just kind of stare him down, and hope for the best. Or stare him up
Okay.
and hope for the best.
I don't know how to do five-way rock paper scissors.
I have advantage already, so
Already
I'm
have,
out
so
on
now
this.
it's just all right. I will
the
not
4
take
of
the
you.
advantage on myself. So you 3 rock paper scissors. Oh no, it's gonna work.
Okay. Call it out.
Wait.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
This is-
Oh, yeah, it's a tie. Three-way tie.
That's actually
yeah,
If
currently.
they all
Shoot.
lose, that means the DM gets it.
Rock,
I mean,
paper, scissors, shoot.
That
Oh,
that might just be what we have to do.
I mean, Anika, I think that is sound logic. I don't know. All right, you guys try one more time. See if we can actually get a winner.
let's do numbers. Everybody put up a numbers on one hand. Hold up a number of fingers. Don't show the camera though.
What is
Okay.
this accomplishing?
Just okay. So now everybody pick even or odd.
Louder.
I'll say odd. What do you guys say?
I was gonna go odd.
Okay.
Well, you could have me just pick a number between 1 and
So
10.
you're
and you
even
guys
then.
Try and figure out. Try
All
and
right.
get.
So everybody show your fingers. So it's odd. So you're out, Spurg. Okay, we get to go again. Me and Blocker. New fingers.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you pick. Even or odd.
Even.
Okay, show your fingers. Hey, you win! You get advantage.
I don't even know what game just took place, but okay. Sirius gets advantage. Thank you, Anika. Very well. By the way, I appreciate it. All right, it is coming to Bugbear 7, who is the leader, who is really hurting right now. And
Truth.
There's like 1 health.
he is. Let's see. Is he gonna run? He is not. And so he is standing
He's
there,
got nowhere
like,
to
bent
run.
over, like hardly breathing at this point. And he looks at Harold, and he says, as he kind of growls, and he is going to swing 2 more big Morningstar swings at you, Harold. One is going to be an 18, the other is going to be a 14. Pretty sure I
18
remember the
hits.
14 is not-
That's my AC.
Which one?
18 is
Oh,
my
okay. So the
AC.
one does hit. Okay.
Oh, please less damage than before.
That is going to be. Make sure I have the modifier right.
So no, that's actually higher.
That is going to be 16 points of piercing damage.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
And I go
It was
unconscious.
nearly max damage. As he comes through and he's like bent down, and he just growls, he swings up, and as he swings up, he catches you hard, and then he barely has the strength to pull it back down the opposite direction, and the second one does miss. You still up?
Nope, I'm unconscious. That overshot my remaining health by 5.
Okay. So you are at a -5. And as he falls down, you hear him call out, "Healers dealt with. Kill them all." All right, so Bugbear 5, this one, literally who is laying on the ground, who just got nut punched by Lumidar, is down, and he's going to try to jump to his feet while in the darkness.
I'm assuming spiritual weapon's a concentration spell.
No, actually.
It's
No?
not a concentration.
Oh.
No, not concentration, but I assume it can't do anything while
You
I'm
can't do anything
unconscious.
while you're down.
But I can still technically gain flanking on him if I move. Later.
I think I'm
maybe.
gonna.
This is
I think we're gonna have to say
No.
no to spiritual weapon being able to
Okay.
get or give flanking. I don't know the
there's
exact
not really
rule on
much
that.
of an
but-
entity.
Okay, so with that, he is going to nat 1 on his attempt to stand up, and so he's like, he gets punched. He hears the call to kill them all, so he like tries to jump to his feet, and you feel Lumidar as he like falls forward onto your leg, and then from the ground he's gonna try to swing up with his Morning Star, which we don't do double disadvantage, but he's not doing great. He is going to miss. Let's just start with that. As he swings forward, and you kind of feel the breeze across your leg as he swings at you, and he just and he is actually going to turn and try to crawl away. Give me a perception check, Lumidar.
Nat 1.
You do not notice this.
No idea where he's going.
So you don't. I was gonna see if you get an attack of opportunity on him. Since you're in
Yeah.
complete darkness, you don't notice as he swings and misses, and he's gonna use the rest at his move action to try to move away. And as he reaches out and he sticks his head out of the darkness, he sees a very ominous Zyver, and he backs back into the darkness. Just Too much.
I'm useful for something.
And so it is going to move to Bugbear 4, wherever he is. Oh, of course, he's the one that the darkness is following.
Darkness.
He hears all the fighting, he hears the commands, but he still sees absolutely nothing. And so he knows this rock's in front of him, so he's going to attempt to scale this rock. You hear, Lumidar, a step and a slide and a boom, boom, boom as he falls backwards. And so you guys see the darkness move forward about 3 feet and immediately fall back about 3 feet. And the turn is going to pass to Zyver. Zyver, give me. It doesn't matter. You can see in the darkness, right?
No, I used regular, so
Oh,
no,
okay.
I do not.
Give me a perception check,
See if you saw the guy come
then.
out.
Let's see if you see the head poke out.
He's like, nope.
11.
11. No, not quite. Your attention is probably still over here where the leader just downed Harold. Okay, then Zyver, it is to you.
Well, Zyver's chest is going to start glowing. He's going to send that energy out to his fingertips, and he is going to frostbolt the leader again.
Okay. It is a 13 save, right?
Yep.
That is the only thing this dude can do is save for all these con saves. It's gonna be a 14 on the die.
You have advantage. You have a inspiration. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter on
That would
that.
give you advantage.
Yeah.
It wouldn't force a reroll.
No.
Inspiration's not that broken.
So Cyber's going to come down 5 feet and back up 5 feet, then his turn.
All right.
Backing up further.
Then Lumidar, it is to you. Oh, by the way, this guy is
All right.
back here.
Yeah, so Luminar hears all this nonsense going around. I guess he probably felt the attack from the guy on the ground, so he just assumes the guy's still there. But then he also hears the leader guy back here screaming that the healer is down, and so he's gonna halfway panic, halfway like kind of ticked off. And so what he's going to do is go ahead and, because he knows the general direction of two of them, so kind of split the difference between basically the intersection where the two guys would have been next to him towards this rock down here.
Okay.
He's going to go ahead and launch his breath weapon, because he's getting a little desperate. He's like freaking out a little bit. So his breath weapon, they need to make a 13 dex save.
Okay. So yeah, it hits both of them. It's a cone, right?
Yeah, it's a cone.
Okay. The one directly in let's see, is it con save? The one directly in front of you is gonna have
No, it's a dex save.
dex. Oh, okay. They're a little better on dex. It's gonna be a 14 for the guy in front of you.
Okay.
And an 8 for the other guy. The guy that's laying on the
Okay,
ground back
so-
here.
Yeah. Okay, so it's gonna take half damage if it's saved.
Okay.
And they're gonna take 7 points. 7 points of psychic damage on that attack, or half if they saved. And so then, after he launches that, he's gonna turn and like sprint towards where he heard that the healer was down.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm assuming the darkness ends somewhere over here.
Yes. So right when you get to like where the other bugbear is, you should be emerging from the darkness.
So he's gonna just kind of like run that direction.
Okay.
And as he comes out of the darkness, he sees Harold laying on the ground. He's just gonna like Superman dive over top of Harold and then use his bonus action to try to punch the lead bugbear in the face. With his offhand attack, basically.
Alright, so roll. Just should be a straight roll on an unarmed, right?
Yeah, just like it was last time.
Straight.
Okay.
Straight. So it's a 21,
21 hits.
and then
Punching
it'll do
the
5
leader,
blood.
so you're punching-
The guy who, yeah, just where he heard the voice come from. That the healer was down. So he just like Superman punches over top of Harold,
Okay.
and just comes down with the fist, and it'll do 5 bludgeoning damage.
Lumidar, how do you do this?
I just told you, he's Superman punching. He dives over top of Harold, like you guys, like a Sirius sees the greatest thing he's ever seen in his life. As Lumidar comes sprinting out of this darkness, he sees Harold and he jumps and he's like roaring like whoa, and he just comes and just straight like Roman Reigns punches this guy in the face.
Nice.
And then stands over him, kind of huffing a little bit because he's out of breath. But I'll just go ahead and say he jumped into that. So,
yeah.
I mean, this guy gets an opportunity attack if you want to take it.
Which one?
The guy that
you left.
the
back
one that
there?
I was next to, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna give a perception check
But
see if he sees you.
it's
He
pitch
doesn't.
black,
He doesn't see
so,
anything.
okay.
He doesn't know.
Because I sprayed him with my psychic breath.
And so, yeah, a serious what you see is Lumidar sprinting. Just this still look on his face, and his face is covered
Never seen
in
him move
blood.
that fast.
Like he comes
Covered in
out covered in bugbear blood. And as he rushes out,
Still smoking, still like
Yeah.
psychic wisps of smoke coming out of his mouth.
Yeah. And he jumps.
Just super
and as
pissed
he's
off.
like, the leader's already like hunched over where he was like, he just struck down Harold, and he's barely standing. And as he looks up to a big dragonborn fist as it just like right into his face, and you see as he just drops. A moment later, you see.
And then Lumidar's like, ah!
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the new turn, Lumidar?
Yeah, and then he's just gonna turn and face this one that's next to him.
Okay.
Like ready to punch somebody else.
All right, Sirius, it is to you.
What would be position for flanking this guy? Would it be the opposite corner?
Yes. Yeah, pretty much the opposite corner from where the other person is,
Into the darkness.
which would be into the darkness.
Oh yeah, so that would work. Okay, well, then as Luminar is gloating there, I just like mockingly flick off a blade at the other guy here.
Okay.
Oh, which is only an 8. So that does nothing.
Okay. Does nothing.
I guess we will try again for a bonus action.
Okay.
There's a 15.
It does not.
Huh. Well, that's it then. Let's see. Should I move? I'm gonna move over to here, just kind of in preparation.
Okay.
For what he's gonna do. And that's it.
Okay. And so it is going to come to the one that you just attacked, actually, Bugbear 1. He is going to see Lumidar come in, fly past him, down his leader, and then Lumidar turns and looks at him. And he brings this out. He brings out both a Morningstar in one hand and a javelin in the other. And he says, ah! And he's going to swing. Oh, actually, a pretty good swing. With the Morningstar. It's going to be an 18.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Alright. That will be 9 points of piercing damage. As he swings that, boom, and like he lands this hit on you, and he looks down at Harold next to him, and he looks over at Asirius beside him, and you see as he kind of like positions himself to the darkness, with like one toe almost in the darkness. He doesn't move, but you can see him thinking about it.
Classic Luminar with getting the baby hits.
I don't know why.
Somebody's living right. Living right.
All right, and so this character, Bugbear 2 here, hears you sprint off, but by the time he swings, it's way too late. And so he is just going to rush completely forward. He doesn't quite follow you. He heard that you kind of went diagonally, but he doesn't want to run directly into you. He wants to be able to see, and so he's just going to try to run forward. And he is going to make it about 2 steps forward as he falls, and he is going to attempt to stand back up, and he does stand up successfully, but burns half his movement. He's going to dash, and he's going to make it right here on the edge of the darkness and run past his friend who's just hiding. Like, this guy has no intention of coming out. And he makes it out of the darkness, and he turns his attention, and he does see Lumidar, he as he runs out, he sees Zyver, who is back and kind of into the woods a little further. And as he sees you, Zyver, he, Rah! That's all I can do though. And then it's going to come to Harold. Per our rules, DM rolls death saves. And so Harold is rolling a death save. It will now come to Bugbear 5.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Which one is 5? I keep losing track.
I don't know if it's the one that the darkness is around or the one
Oh yeah,
that's...
no, it's the one who was like the one that was crawled, seen Zyver, and backed back up. He at this point. Noodle says it's been fun watching y'all die. I gotta go to bed. Noodle, have a good night, buddy. He is going to choose to hold his action. Basically, if anyone comes near him, he's gonna try to strike him with his Morning Star. But otherwise, he's just chilling. And it's gonna go to Bugbear 4, which I think is the one that the darkness is around.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. And he has been defeated by this rock too many times, and so he is going to turn and go in another direction, and so he is going to go up our map.
Stupid rock.
Oh no.
He can't understand why he can't make it out of the
He does not
darkness.
understand
He's
why
so
this force is stopping him. And
What's happening?
everyone else seems like they're fighting and having a good time, and he's just stuck in the
Yeah.
stupid darkness, and so he's going to rush this way 60 feet.
Oh
So he
wow.
runs into this rock. And as he rushes forward, now this one is a big cliff face, so he runs just face first into it, and he's actually going to take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as he sprints face first into this rock. And Luminar, you see as the darkness swallows you up again, and then you hear a boom, and another fall back onto the ground.
And these two can see me now, can't they?
Yeah.
Yes, they can.
At this point, Lumidar is super pissed at Zyver because he thinks Zyver is just moving this darkness around.
Playing this game with him. So now, yes, everyone. So basically,
Asirius is now like smacking his forehead, going on the fire.
yeah, Asirius, Lumidar, Herald, and the bugbear next to Herald are now on darkness, and these two over here can no longer see anything other than Zyver. Everything else is in darkness. Zyver, the turn comes to you.
Well,
And the one that was hiding in the darkness, as soon as the darkness leaves, you see him as he starts trying to look for it. Like he took comfort in the darkness.
let's see. I'm gonna break the map.
We've ran out of map.
5, 10, 15.
So there's no grid up there either, so you're just guessing at this point.
You can kind of guess off of the grids on the other
Yeah,
part.
you can kind of. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. That's
actually-
true. Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I want to go up. There. Thank you. And I'm gonna do something different this time.
Okay.
Probably not for the better, but we're gonna try it anyway. Chest is gonna glow like normal. Energy flies out, and he's gonna hit both of these bugbears with acid splash.
Okay. What's a deck save?
Yeah, yep. DC 13 dex save.
I swear to you guys, all these bugbear can do is make saves. I rolled 2 17s,
Okay.
so it would be 19s.
So yeah, nothing happens.
Okay. Okay. And so
And-
they see you.
You gotta get
sprint over there.
you gotta get some non-save attacks in
I
your
know.
in your repertoire.
Well, I would kill for these dice to roll like this when I'm trying to attack Lumidar. That'd be great. All right, is that the end of your turn, Zyver?
That's all I can do.
Okay, Lumidar, it is your turn. You are once again swallowed up in darkness.
My turn again. Luminar's just getting quite ticked off, but Luminar is gonna reach down and reach for Harold. I mean, he kind of knows where he was. Do I need to make a roll to see if I can grab a hold of him, or?
I would say you grab a hold of him pretty easily.
All right.
I mean,
So I'll go ahead and grab a hold
of
of him.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
You
that
can
was pretty-
you can cure wounds.
Yeah.
Oh, we're
Occasionally.
learning about each other.
I need to.
Look at that.
And he's gonna. So cast Cure Wounds for 9 points of healing.
Nice. And so immediately, Harold, you come to. And you open your eyes, and you see nothing. But there is a large hand on your chest.
Yeah, what's going on?
I really just want Limidar to just pick him up off the ground, just rip him out of the
I
darkness.
really thought that's what he was going to do with us.
Yeah,
Your
so
suitcase.
actually I was gonna see if as a bonus action I could just go ahead and pick him up, get him off the ground, like throw him over my shoulder for now. Is that doable?
I mean, it will be a strength check, but it's a very low DC.
Like as I'm healing wording him, or as I'm curing wounds, just picking him up off the ground.
Yeah, you can make a check. I desperately want you to succeed at this.
What a way to wake up.
It's an 11.
Yeah, it was a 10. So yeah, easily
Okay.
enough. You grab a hold of his chest and his clothing on his chest. You just pick him up, hurl him up on his shoulder. So Harold, what happens is you go from unconsciousness to immediately being swung through the air, and as you land on something hard, and your body folds over, and you open your eyes and you see absolutely nothing.
God, what's going on there? Elf, I'm being kidnapped. Got me.
Sitting in the
It's
darkness.
alright.
Oh, I guess Harold's up.
It's all right, Harold. I've got you. It's old Lumidar. He's got
Phew.
you.
Oh, okay.
And so
what's
then
there?
with him on my shoulder, I'm just gonna. I mean, he didn't really know. He didn't really know where to go. It's dark. He's just gonna move. It's not letting me grab my token now for some reason.
Oh, hold on. I think you're on a there you go. You're on a hidden token.
There we go. So then I'm gonna move. He's just gonna start running this way with Harold until he comes out of the darkness.
All right. So as you're doing that, give me a dex.
About right there.
Give me a dex save.
Okay.
Do a straight roll. Straight dex.
Straight roll.
Can I, as a, do I have my wits about me enough
12.
to cast resist? No, it's. Oh yeah, I was going to cast resistance, but it's an action, not a reaction.
Gotcha. Okay. A 12. Okay.
Hopefully
So
close
yeah,
enough.
as you take off running, you catch your foot on a rock, and as you catch your foot on this rock, you stumble forward, and Harold kind of lifts off of you. Give me a strength save real quick.
Okay. Strength save.
It's gonna yeet Harold now. And he's down again from bludgeoning damage.
7.
And so as you catch your foot on this rock, you feel Harold lift off, and as he does, you see as his feet just kind of escape your hands as you emerge out of the darkness, and you watch as this little halfling gets sent about 12 feet forward. And so Harold, immediately you can see, and you're tumbling through the air, and you take no damage, but it was
Brace yourself.
quite entertaining. And
You know,
you're right
it would have been kind of funny if he was immediately down again from bludgeoning.
No, not funny at all.
If there had been a nat 1 on either of those throws, that maybe. But...
So is Lumidar prone? Did he fall?
No,
or did
you
he
didn't
just
fall. You
stumble? Okay.
kept your balance. You kept your balance as he went. Like as you came out, you seen his. You watched as he was soaring forward as you lost your balance and you couldn't quite grab hold of him.
Yeah. So I'll say I'll just make sure I'm next to him and then like look over at him like, "Are you all right, Harold? Are you okay?"
I think so.
Okay.
I heard.
Yeah, we're still fighting, so just get better soon. And then he'll just turn and face the darkness again, getting ready to jump back in if he needs to.
All right, Asirius, it is to you.
I have a question since it's top of the round.
Yes.
How long has it been since the fight has started?
We're
Really, like a minute.
yeah,
What,
we're
30
probably.
seconds?
I'd say we're about
We're only like the 5th or 6th.
2-3 minutes
fifth or
in,
sixth
maybe
round?
3 minutes. I don't know how many rounds we've had.
Oh, really?
Okay.
How many rounds do you think we've won? I have not. It doesn't tell me.
Like 5 or 6 probably.
At
Yeah,
least
about
3
5.
this time.
That'd be about 3 then, because 10 rounds would be 6 minutes.
Okay.
6 seconds a round.
So
So
it's about 1 minute.
No, 10 rounds would be 1 minute.
Oh, you're right. 10 rounds would be 10 rounds would be 1 minute. Oh, so we're like 30 seconds in.
He's the youth pastor, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I,
Doesn't have-
I don't need math, guys.
That's how he counts his attendance. It's like,
Exactly.
10 kids is like 60.
It's 10
So,
kids. It's like 60.
It's all good.
Multiply it. If they'd all been here, we'd have
Yeah.
168. It's fine.
Exactly. I count them twice. If they leave and come back,
Yeah.
they're the
Exactly.
same. Everybody takes a bathroom break. I like it.
I'm gonna get out of this darkness.
You think you are.
All right, give me
I
a
do.
dex save as you turn to run.
Fail, 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 fail.
Nat 20.
Um, so I got a nat 1 that results in a 7.
Okay, so where were you?
Right there. Yep.
Yeah, and so as you turn to run, you immediately slip, and as you slip, your foot kicks out, and you fall backwards.
No,
And
no.
I land right on top of him. don't I?
Absolutely, yeah. As your foot, you fall backwards about 12 feet, and you come thudding down on the bugbear that's there. I'm going to move him right next to you, so you're not on top of each other. But you come
Yeah,
thudding
this had a soft landing.
on top of him, and
They're gonna write stories about you, Asirius.
and you each take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Humpty
No
Dumpty.
cushion.
Okay, so now you are.
You still get to do something though.
We're both prone, I think.
You are both
You're
prone.
like laying next to each other.
So I guess I can use my action to. Wait. Yeah, 'cause I can't.
You can use half your movement to stand up. You did not use
Oh yeah.
any movement there.
That. Okay, I'll do
I'll
that.
give you like 5 feet because you fell. But
Yeah. Technically, that wasn't my movement.
yeah, I mean, that was gravity's movement. That shouldn't even count against me. Like,
That's right. That was gravity's
Okay.
opportunity
I'll
attack.
use half
Yeah.
my movement set up then. Since I know where this guy is, because I literally just landed on him,
yeah.
I am going to take a swing at him.
Okay. And yeah, I mean, since he's right there, you're both prone. You've stood up now, and so I am. Since
Yeah.
you've stood up, I'm gonna say disadvantage because he could have scurried, he could have backed up. You know, anything could have happened at this point. Because it is complete darkness. There's no shadow.
Okay. Well, it was only an 11.
Okay. 11 does miss.
And then I guess I still have my bonus action then, so I will try again. Also with this disadvantage, I'm assuming.
Yep, disadvantage.
Yeah, it's 11 again, so I miss again.
Yep, so miss. Yeah. Now, if you'd stayed like on top of him, like your bodies are still connected, and you're just like trying to stab at him, like okay. But if you
Oh,
stood
yeah.
up, a lot of things could change in that second.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, then that will move down to bear 1. Oh, got him.
Sadly, the second roll was high enough both times.
So this guy is at this point, all he sees is he's back in the darkness again. So he is going to use his movement to step out, and as he steps out, he sees a giant spiritual weapon beside him, and so he looks around at a target, and in front of him, in the woods, he sees this kind of dark, ominous figure, and he is going to use his dash action to run over here and get right in Zyver's face. And he rushes forward to Zyver, and then he ends right here in your face. Bugbear 2. Okay, he is out of the darkness, and he sees this other bugbear come running out. He sees his friend down beside him, and he looks and he's pathetic as he rushes forward.
You know what the best part about falling on that guy is? It was in the darkness, no one saw it.
But what did they hear? That's the question.
It could have been a pile driver.
Yeah, I mean, I personally think he like Swanton
Nobody
Bomb
knows.
there myself.
Nobody knows what's happening.
All right. And so he rushes over here, and Zyver, you quickly find yourself in a messy situation. The turn is going to pass to Harold.
Okay,
who is now-
I see the. I see the one pass by the spiritual weapon and just keep going. It's like, oh no, you don't. And I'm gonna have it move to directly behind the one in front of Zyber.
Okay.
And attack. Net 20.
You know.
Does
that
a
hits.
spiritual weapon crit?
Yes.
Yeah, it crits.
Okay.
It's a weapon attack.
Well, is it a weapon attack or is it a spell?
I'll still give it. I give it to you as a crit.
Okay. Then how do we do crits again?
Double damage dice. So if it's 1d8, roll 2d8.
Okay. And then the modifiers just stays the same.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a melee spell attack, but you can still crit on spell attacks. So
I'm down for it.
Okay. Let's see. That is a 14 plus 3, 17 damage.
Okay. And yeah. So how do you do this, Harold?
Well, let's see. I'm going to have it take the shape of a mace, because I guess I didn't think about it when I cast it, but it's been a mace all along.
Okay.
I with its momentum, I just have it, basically like an invisible armor swinging it, but going across, 15 feet. And nearly go straight through and hit Zyver.
Yeah.
Nearly.
So Zyver, you see as it rushes up, he rushes up in your face. He's about to come down with his morning star, and as soon as he's about to swing down, you just see a spectral mace, boom, fly like through his head, a large spectral mace, and then you watch as he drops, and
then spiritual weapons left just
the spiritual weapon's just left to sit there in front of you. How big is it?
Good
know?
question. I suppose unless there's something that says otherwise, I'd say it's about this. Well, about 50% bigger than a normal mace.
Okay. So there's just this, this spectral mace directly in front of you, just floating above the body of the bugbear that stood there. In the commotion, you do know that another bugbear has approached you.
Okay, and I'm going to cure wounds on myself as my main action.
Okay.
For
spiritual
12
weapon as a
HP.
bonus action is
Spiritual weapon
so
is a bonus
broken.
action. Yeah.
it's totally broken, but I love it.
And to make sure I'm getting the math on my HP right, I had to heal from the -5. Then there was another 4 remaining, right? So I started this turn at 4 HP.
Yes, you started at 4 HP. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you were in -5, he healed you for 9, so it cleared the -5 and then gave you 4.
Okay. And then that's and feeling a little bit better. I'm going to get over here by Zyver, but still a step away.
Okay. All right. It passes to Bugbear 5, who was on the ground, but as his buddy just ran past him, he called him pathetic, and so he realizes now that he's being seen, and so he uses half his movement to stand up, and he strongly considers running away, but he doesn't, because he knows that his comrades are there and they do now see him, so he's going to dash action forward and come up right here to you, Harold. That's all he can do. All right. Now, it is Bugbear 4. Now, he's unsure of what exactly just took place. But he knows he hit something very hard, and then something landed on him, and he heard a whoosh sound like something tried to strike him. And so he is going to stand up, and he is now going to make a blind Morningstar attack forward in the direction he thinks he heard the standing come from. It's actually really good rolls. That is
Every time.
that is going to be a 15 to hit.
Nope.
No, I mean with disadvantage, it was a pretty good roll. Yeah, and so he swings forward and feels nothing connect, and so he's just going to remain there. Zyver, it is to you.
Well, Zyver is going to do his usual glow and fire frostbolt again
At who?
at the one that's right next to him.
Okay. All right. 14. Ooh, he fails.
All right, so he takes 5 points of damage, and he has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
5 points of damage, is that what you said?
Yep. And I'm going to 5, 10, 15.
And he will attempt to attack you as you run by.
Of course.
He's gonna miss. In fact, he's gonna nat 1, so he misses real bad.
And I'm going to end my turn right there.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Don't worry, I got you, Shadow Man.
All right, Lumidar, it is to you.
All right, Lumidar. Since he can actually see something for the first time in forever, he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yes.
He's going to go right there because he doesn't care about advantage. Because he's semi-raging now. Not fully raging because he's not there yet.
Do you think he's a barbarian?
Semi-raging.
Not yet. He might be. He's feeling some unresolved anger issues deep in his soul. But he's gonna get there, and he's gonna hit with the booming blade thunder gauntlet combo
All right.
at this fella right here in front of him. Fully screaming the whole time. Very upset. 12 plus 6. 18.
That hits.
Okay. Yeah, so he hits him.
How do you do this? Don't roll damage.
Yeah, he just, I mean, again, he's a full body hitter. So he just takes the thunder gauntlet, charges it up on the way, comes through with the full weight of his body behind it, and just cold cocks the guy right in the face. And it just explodes with thunder damage and booming blade damage and just lots of loud noises.
Okay. Yeah. He had 1 HP left.
Oh,
That's why he was trying.
good. I got him. I got him. And so I'll punch through him and then take the last 10 foot of my movement to get closer to this guy, and then just smile at him while I'm covered in his friend's blood. Several friends' blood.
Several friends' blood at this point. Yeah. He's your hands are just like marred with blood at this point, and he sees you coming. He's kind of intimidating.
I can
Seriously.
see Lumidar. I could just see Lumidar poking his head out of the shadows at one point. Just, here's Jen. Okay. Well, since I'm in darkness, and yes, I'll try again. I'm probably gonna miss.
Okay.
We'll see. Really wish I could have taken that 25, but 11.
Yeah, that unfortunately misses.
Okay. Bonus action. Oh, 12.
12 also misses.
Okay, well, then let's see if we can get out of here then. How steep is this cliff? Like, it's pretty.
Yeah, this is almost like straight up. Now,
Okay.
I don't know how much you remember, but straight in front of you, it does kind of incline. But you have to like go forward and then walk backwards. So, as you're making your way out, go and give me another dex save.
I won't move my guy then yet, so let's do the dex save first. Seriously? Nine. Nice hate.
Okay. And so yeah, as you like you swing and a miss, and now you're gonna like turn and start kind of like trying to get out of here. And so you try to keep your hand on the edge of the rock, but what you don't see is the about knee height rock directly in front of you. There's like a small, and so as you have your hand on it, you step forward and it catches you as you tumble over the rock, and so you do make it about 10 feet away, but you are knocked down.
Of course I am. Okay. Well, I guess technically I still have half my movement then.
You can get back.
So I guess I'll stand up and that'll be my turn, basically.
Okay, it is Bugbear 2. And so he sees as Lumadar runs out, bops this guy in the face. The guy drops dead. And so he says, nope. And he looks over here and he's going to make his way back to Zyver, who he was originally fighting, who at this point does look a little bit less intimidating, especially since he's further away from Lumadar. And so he's going to run up and he is going to come in with that big Morning Star attack. It's going to be a 23 to hit.
Ooh, that hits. And that's with disadvantage, right?
Oh no. Okay. Let's hope for the best because he just.
Oh yeah, the
damage.
frostbite.
Yeah, I forgot about frostbite. No wait, his next attack was his reaction attack. How long does it last?
Oh yeah.
It's just the attack.
His next one.
Next attack on his turn, it said.
Oh, on
Next
his turn?
attack roll make before the end of its next turn.
Yeah.
The end of its, so the next attack roll before the end of his next turn. So the reaction attack wouldn't count. Does it happen before his turn? Okay. Then that is going to be max damage. He's going to do 18 points of damage on that morning star attack.
Man, you just love that 18 points of damage.
I'm telling you guys, I swear, every time I attack Ian's character, I'll roll really high and then I'll roll like 6 damage. And the second I hit like one of the squishy characters, it's like max.
So I lose 18 points. And I believe I need to make a con save as well.
Problem right now is we're only level 3, so even though we're not necessarily squishy, we don't have the health to
You don't have a lot
back
of
us
health.
the armor.
Darkness is a concentration spell, right? Yes.
It is.
So I need to make a con save.
Save. Be over 10.
Whoops. I rolled a check, not a save. Sorry.
It's okay. It looks like it's over a 10 on the dice. It's fine. Yeah. You're
11.
good.
So darkness stays up.
Darkness stays up. Okay.
And you're still conscious.
Do what?
And Zyver is still conscious.
Very true. Very true. All right, Harold, is to you.
Yeah, I thought I had you. Okay, so the spiritual weapon is already right next to it. I'm gonna make an attack with that right away. 15 to hit.
Where is it? I'll move it here. Is it on the other side?
It was below him on the map.
Okay. I'll put it over here so we know where it's at. I don't want to put it on anyone. 15 to hit. 15 misses.
15 misses. Okay. Then I'm gonna. Okay, so seeing how, well, okay, I'm guessing Zyver's pretty bloody.
I'm extremely.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my last spell slot to cure wounds on you. 58, 12 points of healing.
Thank you.
And I hope I get to rest after this.
Alright, is that the end of your turn, Harold?
Yeah.
Okay, it is. If this bugbear is dead, I don't know why he's still here. Okay. So it is 4. Who is the one stricken with darkness. Let's see. Okay. So he, they have this flurry back and forth where you guys just keep missing each other. He is going to, at this point, swing one time with his Morning Star. Of course, he's going to miss. You're not there. But then he is going to turn and run down the road in this direction. And he's going to succeed. He does not know that you're there, and so he runs down this way. And so you guys see this dark orb running past. Sirius, you see nothing. Just you can't even tell the darkness is moving. It's just all around you.
I hope you guys just keep running side by side
Wait, hold on
down
a
the
second.
road, trying to get out of the darkness.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So you're at the edge, but you are still in darkness at this point in the series. All right, Zyver, it is to you.
Second best.
Drop the shadows. Drop the darkness.
I'm gonna hit him with frostbite again.
He crits. He nat 20s. So he finishes.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold ground then.
Okay. All right. Luminar, it is to you.
Oh boy. I mean, Lumidar's gonna go ahead and sprint at the next guy
Okay.
and just attack him. It's like, what else am I gonna do? I'm gonna hit him with the Booming Blade Thunder Gauntlet combo.
Okay.
Oh no, only a 9.
9 misses.
9 misses. Alright, well, Lumidar's just gonna shrug. You got lucky this time, kid.
You'll all die,
Did-
Wes.
Don't you growl at me. I'm the better growler. And I also point over, I'm like, what do you mean us? There's
As
only
he,
you
like,
left.
At this point, he's holding Morningstar in hand, and he looks around. And there's a moment of realization where he looks around and sees, yeah, there's darkness in the distance, but all his friends are dead.
That's right.
Sirius, it is to you.
I've been looking for some sides for his tail.
You have tumbled over a rock, and you have now stood back up.
Oh, if I move like one step, I step out of it.
But which way do you go, though?
I'm going this way, the way I
You're
was headed.
confused.
Go give me one more deck save.
I think you should roll for direction.
That's what I did for him. I rolled a d4 to see which direction he ran away, and that was the way.
Okay, this is getting stupid. That's an 11.
Not enough stuff for you to fall over, man. No,
There's probably
with
some
that,
dead bodies.
you-
There's some
you-
dead bodies that direction.
There is, yeah. So with that, you like rush forward, and you as you step out onto the ground, you step on another rock because your foot kind of leads out first, and as it does, kind of rolls your ankles a little bit. But you step out, and finally, at this point, you see clearly in front of you. You see a cluster of your friends and one bugbear with blood and gore everywhere in the distance. So you're out.
Okay.
You can freely move. What you normally
Okay. Well, that bugbear that's there, that Luminor just missed. I'm going to throw my blade at that one because I can actually see it.
So you can see it over Harold, but there is a small window where you have Luminor on one side and Zyver on another.
Yep.
Okay.
Because now I'm annoyed because I've fallen like 3 times.
What's the roll?
I'm going to actually take my advantage because I'm actually not at this fight because I was 11, so I don't
Roll
want
as
to
an
use.
inspiration.
Yeah. 17.
17 hits.
Okay. That will be 8 damage.
Okay. And so you send this was it a psychic dagger? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you send this psychic dagger straight, and like Harold, it flies like right over your head, and you see it hits the guy like right in the chest, and he you see nothing happen, but you see him like react like he just got hit by a blade, and he stumbles back. You see blood kind of dribble out of his mouth as he stands there before you. All right, was that near your turn, Sirius?
No.
Okay.
As a bonus action, I am actually going to dash. And should give you enough to get to the other side of.
Yeah, you dash around. Okay.
Okay. That's the end of my turn.
All right. And he, seeing that he is surrounded on all sides, he puts up his hands. He drops his morning star. He says, "I surrender." And he drops to his knees. Harold, it is to you.
Well, what do you guys think we should do with him?
We should question him
Sounds like the right course of action.
and make him read this thing on this paper.
A useful
I feel around in my pockets.
It's
Where's
very nice.
the paper?
guy.
Let's look
But we
into
need
the
to
Emperor.
move quickly. A useful guide he will be. However, we should interrogate him quickly and move on.
Also, Zyber, you should probably drop the darkness on the guy over there.
Don't do
before he
it.
gets too far.
Don't do it.
Well, I'm going to shoot, what's the word I'm looking for? Non-lethal attempt at hitting him. Well, no, he's surrendered. Rope. There we go. I've got rope. I'm sure. Tie him up. I was trying to figure out. Like, I'm sure I've got something that'll keep him. Keep him unable to attack. So I'm going to tie him with my rope, assuming he lets me.
Yeah, so he has his hands up, and if you reach forward for his hands, he pulls them out and puts them forward. Now, which one of you guys? I'm sorry, it's been a few weeks. Which one of you were familiar with the Asmodeans?
That's me.
Okay. Asirius, as he reaches his arms out, which you can tell that they're all wearing tattered Asmodean armor. But as he puts his arms out, you can see a scarred insignia of a. You would know that it is of a soldier, a low-ranking frontline soldier, but a soldier. Okay, so Harold, he puts his hands out for you to tie him.
And I think I'd recognize the Asmodeans too, and a bit of a look of disgust while I'm in anger while I'm tying him up. But then that'll end my turn.
Okay. All right, then it will go down to Bugbear 4, who knows none of this is happening, and you watch as the darkness just continues.
How far away does he get? Is he more than 60 feet away from me?
Not yet. Not on
Yeah, he
this.
is.
He's right at 60
I mean,
feet at this moment.
he's 60 foot, like if you had to walk it, but like directionally as the crow flies.
Okay.
Yeah, he is right. Like,
Yeah,
as
he's
the
right
crow
at
flies,
60.
I'm counting, he's right at 60 feet.
As the crow flies, these are the days of our lives. Oh, that's a different thing.
Different thing entirely, yeah. Okay. With that, it turn passes to Zyber.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I am going to drop the darkness.
He's like, what?
Yeah, and as he's rushing, like running forward. He thinks he's running to the fight, mind you. He's like running. Suddenly he's realizing he's not tripping, but he doesn't know why. And the darkness falls, and he's just looking down an empty road. And he turns, and as he turns around, and he spots Zyber.
And he turns around to see Zyver's chest start glowing. The glow travels out to his fingertips, and he's going to attempt to hit him with Chill Touch.
Okay. 14 misses.
That's all I'm going to do.
Okay. Luminar, it is to you.
Yeah, Luminar doesn't know what's going on back here.
And also,
Yeah.
Zyver would recognize the Asmodean sigil too.
So Luminar's just gonna swell up and get as big and intimidating as he can, like not rubbing his knuckles, but like rubbing his thunder gauntlets, and just look at the bugbear and say something like, "Could we?" So I was gonna say, "Should we be expecting any more of you?"
He looks around, and he sees the down the road. No. This is our entire troop.
Luminar believes him.
I'm not sure I believe him. Like I'd want to, but could I insight check that?
Yeah, give me an insight check.
Oh, jeez. 9.
It appears it appears that he is honest. You're not entirely sure. He's pretty rough looking. He's scared. He's incredibly prideful, and so this moment itself is hurting. Hard to tell, but it seems to you sincere.
Luminar's an Espen, so he says that it's just gonna, flex some more and then just be like, how'd you know we were coming?
We found whoever did it to them will be coming this way.
And where's your camp at?
Do an intimidation check.
I'm gonna intimidate you. No, I'm not. I'm actually not that intimidating. Charisma wise. 8. Like, I mean, Luminar's buff, but he's also a nerd.
Fair.
So,
Yeah.
you know,
So he, you ask him where
He's
his camp
doing-
is, and
he's doing things that he thinks are super intimidating, but really they're just kind of off-putting. Like, you know, popping his pecs and, you know.
he
Stuff
just
like
he
that.
looks at you when you ask about his camp. He just goes, "You're all the same. Good guys, bad guys. You kill and you take people's stuff. That's all you care about."
I'll just look over at him and I'll just backhand him across the face. Just, pow. Like,
And he
I wasn't looking for a lecture.
And as he
Wasn't looking for a
falls back,
lecture, a-hole.
Point proven. Just kill me and get it over with.
I'm not gonna kill you. We're some kind of monsters. You attacked us.
You killed our friends.
Your friends attacked us. And I'm not even sure we killed your friends. I think maybe the bridge fell on them. Somebody destabilized the bridge. I don't know who it was.
Oh yeah. Never seen a bridge do so many just piercing wounds.
You got me there.
Usually the bridge doesn't empty pockets.
Technically,
Well-
the guy on the bridge had no wounds because I killed him.
I don't think he's referring to him.
Yeah.
Magic missile.
Very true.
Gotta love it.
Yeah. He probably didn't have that many stab wounds, to be honest with you.
No, it was mostly internal.
Mostly internal damage from thunder damage and magic missiles searing his soul.
Oh man.
Yeah. So,
You knock him
okay.
down. He sits back up. He says, "What do you want then?"
Who's got that paper?
Did I give it to Harold or do I have it again?
But between the bunch of us, I'm sure we
Too
search
much.
our
One of you
pockets.
guys pick whoever wants to has it. I don't know.
It was like, somebody get the paper. Just get the paper. Somebody held it out to him. What's this say?
He looks at it. He looks up at you. It's a grocery list.
Grocery list.
Grok was supposed to get milk.
We were supposed to get milk.
Yeah.
I could milk a Sirius for you, but it's blue milk, though. I don't think Grok likes that. Is anybody actually intimidating or no?
I do have some.
Yeah, somebody intimidate this guy.
Sure.
Zyra's too far away.
Yeah, I mean, it is too
yes.
serious
Way
at this
soon.
point. It would move down in initiative. And the reason initiative matters is because Mr. 4 down there. But serious, so it is to you. But you can continue the conversation until we get down to number
I only rolled 10.
10.
Yep.
So what do you do? What do you say?
Basically, it's just like go up to him and just as he thinks that I don't have anything in my hands, blade just forms across his throat, but doesn't actually go there. It's like want to be a little more truthful to the man.
All right. So it wasn't milk you forgot. You're supposed to get out. Still looking for that pot.
I think we need to wait for the other guy.
Okay.
I think that other guy might be more inclined to answer our questions.
And
If he comes back.
he leans over and he looks down there and he's all right, yeah, go for that. Harold, it is to you.
Okay, I'm more interested in the guy in front of us than Bugbear 4, and I want to know where the camp is. So I'm going to try to take a kinder approach, and well, we could use a place to rest. Your camp would probably be a good spot for that. If you lead us to your camp, then we'll rest there, and if the others agree to it, we could just let you, stay at the camp and rebuild, and hopefully we don't cross paths again.
Give me a persuasion
So,
check.
yeah, how about telling us where that is? 17.
Rest. You don't take anything.
I can't promise that. If there's something really good there, then I'm not one to take things, but I wouldn't be surprised if the others want to take valuables. So I can't make any promises.
Talk to you. If you'll rest, take nothing, I will show you.
What do you guys think?
I don't know if we can trust an Asmodean.
That's a good point. Now, how loyal are you to the Asmodeans?
Yeah.
Well, if he knows anything about me, then
Have you seen an active Asmodean soldier?
I have.
Are they dressed like us? You would know
No,
that
but you gotta
the
go.
Asmodean, their armor and their weaponry and things are very well taken care of, and so these guys are tattered and rusted, and so they would not look like a typical. Now it looks to you like typical Asmodean frontline soldier armor, but it's not taken care of at all. And he looks and he says, "We escaped the Asmodean rule. We were fighters on the front line. Grolk was our commander. We got tired of watching. Got tired of dying for a cause we knew nothing about. So we left. Deserters. Punishment. Hanging.
What would
We
be
didn't
worse
much
than
like
hanging?
we found.
That's actually quite admirable, leaving the Asmodeans.
Yeah, don't think too much about it. We're looking after our own hide.
Oh, that's fair.
Luminar asked him if the tables would have been turned and you would have won this fight, how much would you have taken? And he says it with a bit of a smile on his face, kind of
And he
What would
looks
you have
back,
picked?
He looks down and he looks back up at you, smile, and he says, "We would have taken everything."
So how about this? We rest. We take what we want. Save your life. We call it even.
All right. Convince me. Tyne over there. I think he's gonna take a bit more convincing.
That can be arranged.
And you hear him shout out, "Tyne, stand down!" And as it moves to Tyne's turn, he shouts back, "I'm your superior, coward!" As he runs forward at you.
Cool, he's in range.
Yeah, so he makes it to right here with using this dash action, and the one you guys have bound at this point, he's sitting over there, and he says, "I tried." Yeah. So at this point, Zyver, turn passes to you. You watch as he turns and sprints, Morning Stars in hand. You notice that his face is bloodied. You remember he ran face first into a giant rock the one you're standing on. If you look at it, there's probably a bugbear face print in it, and he's sprinting toward your comrades.
Luminar looks over his shoulder. It just says, "Looks like you're about to get a promotion."
Yeah.
As Ivor, it is to you.
Yeah, I'm just debating on which spell I want to use.
If you cast darkness, turning this game off.
To be fair, Zyver's not heard any of the conversation you guys have had. Yeah, he's gonna do the whole chest flowy through down to the fingertips, and he's gonna try and hit the guy with frostbite.
It's such a good spell. It's so good.
That is going to be a 13 on the die, and with a bit of con, it's plus 14.
Well, even if it hits, definitely the side effect that makes it a good spell. That one damage, a little lackluster.
Yeah, really, the damage is just icing on the cake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a
Well,
debuff.
that's everything I can do.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So it's going to come to Luminar.
Yeah, so after Luminar says, "Looks like you're about to get a promotion," he's just gonna run at the guy who's running at him. And I can't grab my token again. I don't know.
But there was a bugbear or something on you. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Let's get right there. Yeah, and Wombo combo. Booming Blade Thunder Gauntlets, here we go. But like clothesline style.
Nice. Okay.
15 plus 6. So
Yeah, definitely hits.
21. All right, so that'll do this one in damage. Only one, so 5. 5 points of thunder damage.
Yeah. And you rush in, so you like kind of more like come in with a big like fist behind, and just lay into him, and he sees you coming, and so he's able to kind of like release off his run just a little bit, so he doesn't take as much of the hit. You catch him. So what do you do?
Is he dead?
No, he's still standing.
Okay.
And he's snarling at you
Yeah.
at this point.
So okay, so I hit him with that, and then yeah, just punch at him again with my offhand.
Okay. I don't know why you take your hand off.
Yeah, I know. It comes from a different angle that way. 12 plus 4, 16.
16 hits.
All right, and that'll do 5 bludgeoning.
Okay. All right, and yeah, so you give him the boom, the 1-2 combo, and he's like kind of left there, like adrenaline pumping, ready to fight. Seriously.
And then
I'm sorry.
I still got a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a step back too,
Okay.
and then move back because he's booming bladed now. So if he wants some, come get some.
As you step back, he's gonna take an opportunity attack.
Yeah,
He's gonna miss.
figured he would. Knew he would.
Yeah. Okay.
If he
now-
makes it back around to his turn,
Yeah.
he can come get some.
I was really hoping you wouldn't move.
Oh, sorry.
Oh well.
All right, seriously, it's to you.
Okay. I'm just gonna move down to here. And then since I don't get advantage on anything, then I will just do. And hopefully roll higher on the dice.
Okay. Let's see.
Nope, not 1, 7.
Yeah, and just sails high, and he's left there like, ah. Okay. Is that the end of your turn? Or do you do-
No, I'll use my bonus action to try again. 24.
24?
Yep.
Yeah, that hits.
7 damage.
Okay. Okay. And this one, you see as he like recoils from the hit, and you see again kind of blood start coming out, just drip out of his mouth as he's like standing there, kind of looking a little bit dazed, a little bit woozy, but he has his morning star in hand. He's all right, and it's gonna go to Bugbear 2, the one who's tied up right now, and he's gonna shout again, "Tyne, stand down! We're beaten. Stop fighting." Vine says, "Sure, I'll stop fighting. Someone come over here and tie me up." Harold.
How about you come over here? You come over here and I'll tie you up.
Not his turn. Harold.
Oh, but my rope's already used. Do I see a rope on Lumidar's back, on his backpack?
Oh, we got ropes.
Mind if I take your rope off you?
Used all 50 feet of your rope?
Yeah, but make
Well, I wouldn't want to cut my rope just for
Yes.
this.
Okay.
So, can you use your rope?
Sure.
Okay, so rope in one hand, but I've got my dagger in the other. I'll and on the way kind of judge his posture and things. Like, does he seem to actually be surrendering?
He has not dropped his morning star. So he's still
Okay,
he's like he has his hands out, but he's also holding his weapon still in his hand. And he says, "Come on, tie me up."
Okay, well, I'm going to get to I'll go on this side to here, and how about you drop it first?
Make him come to you.
And I'll have the spiritual weapon come over in front of him, Oh wait, it can only move 20 feet, I think.
Can it? I thought it was like 120 feet. Or maybe,
No, I
great is
think it's only
20
20.
No, when she cast it, it's
Yeah, you can move it up to 20
Yeah,
feet.
20
sorry.
feet.
yeah, 20 feet.
Okay, so I'll have it move. Well, as close as it can get. But I don't think it actually gets in range.
You're right
Yeah, sure, looks good. And yeah, I'll be ready to well, okay, I suppose I can only ready one action. If he comes at me, I'm gonna attack him.
there. Right. Okay.
So I'll be ready for that.
Okay. And so as you do that, he says, "Never tie me up like some coward," and he runs forward. Luminor, what happens?
Oh, he's gonna take some damage.
How much?
He only takes 2 points of damage. Dang it, only 2.
You know what?
Thunder
That was
damage,
enough.
though.
He only had 1.
Yes.
That's why when you chuckle, I'm like, he probably only has 1 health.
So, all right, what happens, Luminar?
He just takes off running, and Luminar knows what's about to happen, and he just like takes off running, and you guys hear this boom, kind of this, not really a boom, more of a pop, I guess, and he just kind of takes a couple steps and then collapses,
Okay.
and Luminar shrugs like, "Huh, oops," and then I turn back to this one. You ready to go to camp?
And he looks over at Tyne and he says, "Yeah, I guess so."
Look on the bright side. You outrank him now.
Yeah, it's not hard to be the senior officer when you're the last one left. I'm alone.
Makes you
but
the
I don't know how
smartest.
feel good it feels.
Makes you the smartest.
Yeah, I guess so. With that, we have ended combat. You all still stand. You have a bugbear prisoner. His name is Ben, B-I-N, and he has agreed to lead you to the camp. That is where we will wrap up for the day. Before we do so, is there anything that you want to do in this moment, in this scene, as you're kind of...
But nobody's told Zyver anything.
Yeah, Zyver knows nothing. That's true. So Zyver, as you turn, you do see a kneeling bugbear with his hands tied up in front of him, and Luminor at least is standing over him.
Smiling.
We're taking prisoners.
Well, this one will he'll take us back to his camp, and well, I don't know about the others, but we hope maybe not take stuff. Oh no, I'll leave it up to you guys if we take stuff. But he's agreed to take us to his camp and rest there.
I'd prefer
Excess
if you
weight.
didn't take stuff.
Excess weight will slow us down, and we need to stay mobile.
Ben, it's not like
That
you can
is
use
true.
all the stuff yourself anyway.
All right, Shadow Guy, I have no intention of going with you. The agreement was you rest and you leave me alone. Does this stand?
I see no harm in that. Like I said, taking things would only slow us down, and we need to stay mobile.
All right.
Taking things would
Everyone
slow
gets-
you down. Not me.
All right. No one sleeps.
We'll
in
see
my
what
bed.
happens when we get there. But you sleep in your bed.
Yes.
We'll sleep in their beds.
I wouldn't sleep in Tyne.
have you seen how a bugbear lives?
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm assuming Ben has. Yeah, serious. That feels slightly racist.
That was pretty bad.
This guy. Can you believe this stuff I got to deal with this guy?
Says the. I can't even call you a cannibal. Almost cannibal.
Real team player, this one. Luminar's going to go over and and just look through the commander's pockets.
Zyver begins kind of heading up north, going, says the one who likes to draw way too much attention to himself.
Was he talking? Who was he talking to?
If you're still around Ben, he just says, "I have no idea." Like no one else answers, so he does. He's like, "I don't know if anyone's talking to me or not." Like
Well, I'm just gonna
D&D movie vibes.
look through the commander's thing, and I'll ask Ben, what do you do with your dead?
usually we leave them where they died. Are you asking bugbear tradition or what we do with our dead?
I mean, like if there's something you want to do, we'll help you do that. But if you just leave them, then we'll just leave them.
We are soldiers. Each of us born into the service. We leave our dead.
Okay, well,
return to nature.
I'll just go through this guy's pockets then.
Okay.
There's some non-nature here I'm gonna take care of.
Zyver moves another 10 feet away.
He's not like super affected at the death of like the people around him.
Right.
Like they fought together, but they weren't necessarily friends. I mean, they're a group of bugbears. They're fairly ruthless to each other as well.
Nice. All right. So what's the captain got on him?
And I'm gonna
Go and
help
give me an investigation.
search.
I'm gonna investigate with what? How much? A 13.
And can that be with advantage if I'm helping?
Oh, I cast guidance on myself too, because I can do that.
Go for
I
it.
can cast
Touch
guidance too.
myself. 16 total.
All right. So yeah, with the 16, you easily find the coin pouch, and as you pull it out, Ben says, "He owed me 12 copper," and then you pull it out.
How much is in it?
There is actually about 6 copper and 1 silver.
Oh, I'll toss the coin pouch to Ben.
And he has his hands, he grabs it with his hand stubbs. Thank you. He kind of tucks it into his side there. Other than that, he has on him is a morning star. He threw his javelins at the beginning. He has a morning star, and he has a small parchment of paper, and it is just kind of folded up. As you open it, it is it's again the same writing you've seen before. You're not sure what it says.
All right, I'll just hold it up to Ben. Like, is this another grocery list, or are you gonna tell us what it says?
Ben, he reaches out, the hand's still tied together, and he looks at it, and he says, "I'm like truly not lying to you guys. I think this was his to-do list. This is really just what he had going on."
All right, I'll just fold it up and give it to Harold. Here you go, smart guy.
Oh, how am I gonna do with this? Was there anything interesting on that to-do list?
He had to go skin some animals.
He wrote that down.
He wrote that down, yeah.
Well, maybe you can pick up where he left off when we leave, and I'll hand it to him too. along, maybe some put it into the coin pouch.
Okay, thanks. So, he takes the to-do list. He just tucks it down and just his vest too. He's like, all right. I'll tell you this: the rest of these guys had pretty much nothing. I mean,
Figured.
maybe time. I don't know.
Maybe time.
Maybe time. No,
Check 'em.
time.
Time. Time.
Time. Oh,
Time.
all right, listen. He's pretty good at cards. He might have wanted a little bit extra.
Time.
Well, I found his body apparently. Because I can't move anymore.
Oh, where are you at? Okay. You're dead.
I'll search him, I guess.
Okay.
I'll search him, see if there's anything useful on him.
Okay. Go ahead and give me that investigation.
6.
Okay. So he has he has a javelin and a morning star on him. He has the tattered armor, but you don't seem to find a coin pouch or anything on him.
Can I say this dice would roll higher than like 6? 5?
Mine is very it rolls good at times, the wrong times.
Are any of these morning stars like worth anything? Are they pretty janky?
They're all pretty janky. I mean, these guys have probably been kind of on the run for a while now, and so their weapons they're marred, they're bloody, they're rusted. I mean, maybe you could melt them down and get something out of them, but as selling them as is, they're probably not worth much. Probably not worth the weight they would be.
Facts. All right. Well, Ben, lead on to your camp.
All right.
And if you try anything, I'm taking that coin pouch back.
All right. Hey. As long as you rest and leave, do what you will. Guess I got to figure out what I'm going to do with my life.
That's a good idea.
So we will call it there, and we'll pick up next week. We'll see what happens at the camp. Okay, we got a random item sermon on a morning star. You see, in D&D, a morning star is used to strike and pierce an enemy, right? An enemy is struck, and they are pierced, and they are bludgeoned, and they are put down. This is never, ever a voluntary action. No one has ever strike me with a morning star. I can't wait to be pierced. And yet God so loved the world that he sent his one and only Son. That Son loved you and I so much that though he was perfect, he was fully God and he was fully human. That even though he was God and he was perfect, he took upon himself the weight of our sin, and he was pierced willingly for our transgressions. He was pierced willingly for our mistakes. He was pierced willingly so that we could be saved. You see, we stood before God, guilty of sin, guilty of rebellion, that we had failed, we had fallen short, and we had messed up. And the wages of sin is death. We were doomed to die, but God loved us so much that he was pierced for us. He laid down his life and he died so that we could be saved. And each and every one of us, no matter what we've done, where we've been, the mistakes we've made, or the addictions we've been in, the lives we've lived, we can be saved because of what Jesus did on the cross for us. Amen and amen.